The design and development plans are the outputs of the design and development process. They should include the design and development inputs, outputs, and review. The design and development plans are the documents that outline the approach that will be taken to design and develop a medical device. These plans should specify the design and development stages, the resources that will be required, the design and development activities that will be undertaken, and the design and development outputs that are expected to be produced at each stage. The plans should be based on the design and development inputs, which are the requirements for the medical device that have been identified by the organization and its customers. In this plan, all the phases must be defined, along with appropriate activities of reviewing, verification, and validation. Responsibilities and authorities of personnel must also be defined in the plan. The outputs are the products of the design and development process. They should be produced at each stage of the process and should be reviewed to ensure they meet the requirements. The design and development process must be documented, controlled, reviewed, and approved. These plans should be updated as necessary throughout the design and development process to ensure that the medical device meets the necessary quality standards and requirements. The outcome of the design and development process is a set of documentation called the Design and Development File. So, what exactly is the Design and Development File? This file is a record that documents the design and development process for any single medical device type or medical device family. It includes all the records related to the designs and development inputs, design and development outputs, and design and development review, as well as any other information about the design and development process. Let's move on to purchasing plans. As outlined in ISO 13485, the purchasing process is an important part of the QMS. It helps ensure that the materials and services used in the production of medical devices meet the required standards. The purchasing process should include the following steps. First, you must identify the materials or services that are needed to meet the requirements of the organization's products and processes. Devices must be uniquely identified and traceable throughout their life cycle. Afterwards, you have to develop a list of potential suppliers and evaluate their capabilities to ensure they meet the organization's requirements. Consequently, you need to select suppliers based on their ability to meet the organization's needs and requirements. The next step is to establish purchasing agreements or contracts with the selected suppliers that outline the terms and conditions of the purchase, such as the purchasing specifications. To verify the quality of the purchased products, you need to implement inspection activities to ensure products are suitable according to product specifications. To check effectiveness of the selected suppliers, you should also monitor and review the performance of the suppliers to ensure they continue to meet the organization's requirements. And lastly, regulators expect that you maintain records of the purchasing process, including the evaluation and selection of suppliers, purchasing agreements, and supplier performance. By following this process, organizations are able to ensure that they are using materials and services that meet the required standards and help maintain the quality of their medical devices. Next up is production and service provision plans.